All right. So I'm supposed to be live, but I don't see myself here. Um, okay. So hello, everybody. I'm Alicia Thomas, and I am the founder of Thomas Cybertech Consulting. So basically, what I did was I started a business based on my two loves. I love teaching. I'm a 15-year educator. I've been in the school system for 15 years. I have been at the same school for 14 years, and I have always taught CTE courses. So that's technology, computer science programming. Even when we did not have a computer science course, I was always teaching my students, introducing them to computer science and cybersecurity and things like that. And so I decided to pursue a um, a career in cybersecurity, and unfortunately, I just never had what people were looking for, and so because I love it so much, and because the digital landscape is becoming more and more of a target for hackers and criminals. I decided that maybe I could find a way to marry the two. And so basically, what I do in my business is I provide cybersecurity awareness training for educators. And so that looks like teaching them about the importance of phishing and not being caught up in a scam and all that kind of stuff. So, because I have experienced a few, and sometimes they can be really believable if you don't understand what to look for. You don't know what to look for. So that also looks like in my business, I am a big advocate of people who look like me getting into technology and the STEM field. And so I know because I am actually a facilitator for the course that I teach. And just, I think I've been doing it since like 2017. There's a um, big gap in the amount of minorities, whether it's males, black males, females of any race. Um, they're just not getting the same, um, and I won't even say not opportunities, but they're not encouraged to pursue these type of fields and interests. And I want to kind of bring an awareness to that because technology is something that this generation really does grow up with. And I want them to know that they can be contributors to, the next game that comes out, the next app, or securing, making sure that, somebody is not getting hacked. I want them to know that it's not hard, that, that it is possible to be a cybersecurity analyst or to develop an app that somebody enjoys playing over and over and over like they do. Um, and so there's been some huge advancements. I think there's been some huge advancements in this, but there's still a long way to go. And especially when there are, when teachers don't realize that they are what how they're teaching or how they may respond to a student, it affects their students' decisions. And so I just want to bring awareness to that as well. So DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion is something that I will be training about as it relates to STEM. And so I really feel like it's very important. So, one thing that's very interesting is that I launched my business, like I got the entity established this month, probably it was last week. And so this month is actually cybersecurity awareness month. And there's a lot of things that we take for granted, but just simple things. And I'm guilty of it as well. Like maybe we're sharing too much on social media. And I always tell my students because I am a school teacher, so I'm still in the classroom, but I always try to give my students the example of meeting somebody and that person uh, kind of like knowing exactly what it is that they like, know what to say, all of that. And you're like, well, how do they know all these things about me? Well, it's because we post everything. And so, yeah, there's two sides to every coin. And just like with a coin, there's a good and a bad side to social media and the internet if you're not using it the right way. And that is very important. Phishing campaigns, a lot of school districts are really becoming a target as well. The amount of schools that have been hacked have increased um, significantly over the past 10 years, and especially um, when the COVID epidemic happened. So school districts have a lot that they have to focus on, and the IT department. I'm sorry, the IT department is usually swamped with so many different things, and sometimes just getting around to, actively training teachers and faculty and staff is not top priority. But it is very important because all it takes is one teacher clicking on a link or something like that, and the whole district has been jeopardized. And when I say that that is like a big deal, you have to think about if a school district has 20 schools, there's a bunch of social security numbers, not just for the students but also for the employees. There's access to their bank accounts because most school districts do they prefer direct deposit versus giving people a paper check. That is addresses. It's files that or yeah, files, and a student might have, these type of diagnoses that nobody's supposed to know about. So there's all kinds of things that, a hacker can use and sell on the dark web for plenty of money. So that's my goal for my business. I really just want to, try to create a safer digital world for everybody that I come in contact with. And like I say, I enjoy technology. I love teaching. I have started so many different ventures, but my love is teaching people things and learning. And like I say, I apply. I've been applying for a job for a very long time, and I said that I wanted my next position to be in technology. I want to be in cybersecurity. At first, it was just technology because like I said, I love technology. But more and more, it was a few years ago, might have been 2021. Our school district was hacked, and it was like a ransom attack or something like that. But that kind of like hit home for me because they didn't tell us. Like we didn't know, but we had to find out later after it happened. That's not okay, right? Because I have a family that I have to support, and if my stuff is out on the dark web, that can affect a whole lot of things. Um, that's not okay. So I just really want to, take all the experience and the knowledge that I have and continue to use it to, help the students that I come in contact with, help the teachers to be a better proponent for making sure that their students are safe on the internet because there's also an increase in the amount of discipline problems that happen because of social media, right? So social media etiquette is it's just a whole lot. So you always want to make sure that you're safe online, and make sure that there are not you're not leaving yourself open for possibilities of things that bad things to happen. So that is, my 10-minute spiel. I didn't know that I was on here for 10 minutes. I could go on and on because I really love technology. And cybersecurity is let me tell y'all something. So people think that cybersecurity is like this. unreachable goal, but and I'll say one of the reasons why I'm really pushing this minorities in tech is because when I was younger, I actually wanted to, study computer science, but I grew up on a semi farm with my dad and my parents, and we had all this land, and we had the cows, and we had the horses and the goats, and so my dad wanted me to major in agriculture, but I really wanted to do something with computers, but I felt like I wasn't good enough in math. And so when I mentioned it to one of my instructors or teachers, and they was like, that's a male field. That's not for girls. And I was like, well, why not? And so I kind of adopted that. And when I went to school, even though I wanted to do it, I felt like I was going to fail at it. And so I didn't pursue it. So when I became a teacher, I decided that I was going to learn how to code on my own. And so that's what I did. When Code Academy was free, I found some free resources and I taught myself to code. And then I realized that that's not something that I want to do. I, you know, I learned it. That's another thing about life. You learn stuff, you try stuff, and you can decide if you want to do it or not. So I realized that I did not want to be a coder. And I had been like doing simple things like, you know, plugging up, not plugging up, but like setting up devices, changing passwords, all this stuff is very important. And so I had all these skills that I didn't realize were very important until I started, really getting into cybersecurity. And so then I started learning about different areas of compliance. So, like in education, there is the FERPA. You have to be FERPA compliant every year. Uh, Employees of a school district have to take this FERPA training, which means that you are agreeing to keep the information of students safe, and so that is very big. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Thomas underscore cybertech underscore consulting. And I am posting quite a few because I just started my channel. Yeah, started my Instagram page rather. So I'm posting, quite a few reels about just tips about how to stay safe on the internet and being cybersecurity aware. But yes, I hope to be of I hope that this will be something that continues to grow into a great opportunity where I can really encourage educators to. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot to do, so this is something extra, but that it becomes so second nature that you just realize that it's important. It's something that you need to take serious. It may be small and it may, take a little more effort. Something as simple as not using the same password for everything or not changing your password for years when you should be changing them, every 90 days, maybe. Yes, those tasks are tedious, but they make a difference. Um, for example, when you get the internet hooked up at your house, that you change the password that comes with the modem. That is very important because you may not know this, but there's a site that you can go on, and if you type in the number of your modem box, it'll tell you what your password is and anybody can hack it. So those type of things are very important. Like I say, they might be a little tedious, but they're very important. So again, this is Alicia Thomas, and I am coming to you from Thomas Cybersecurity Consulting, where I train educators on cybersecurity awareness and promote DEI in the STEM field and career areas. So thank you. I will be back with another live. So catch up with me on tomorrow. I have some more good tips for you. Um, Follow my page. share this with anybody who you think might be interested in learning more about what I offer and um, my business. So thank you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.